Hi, this is Lena. Today we are going to see a nice cup of tea from 12th standard English. Brief intro about the author. The author name is Harry Arthur Blair. He was known by his pen name. Pen name is not an original name. He was known for his another name, that is George Orwell. He was an English novelist, essayist, journalist and critic whose work is marked by clear prose, awareness of social inequality. Inequality means immoral behavior, and opposition to totalitarianism. Totalitarianism means dictatorship, and candid support. Candid support means free support from the democratic socialism. Orwell wrote literary criticism, poetry, fiction, and polemical journalism. Polemical journalism means controversial or disapproval, public disagreement. He is best known for his works Allegorical Novella Animal Farm in the year 1945 and dystopian novel 1984 in the year 1949. In 2008, The Times ranked him as a second on the list of the 50 greatest British writers. Here, novella means it is a novel, short novel, and dystopian means it is the imagined society which exposes the harmful or oppressive and miserable existence. Distinctive features of preparing a nice cup of tea. Distinctive means unique features of preparing a nice cup of tea. It is given by author. Tea is an aromatic beverage. Aromatic means it is a pleasant smell. It's a pleasant drink. Beverage means drink. And tea is prepared by pouring hot or boiling water over tea leaves. It refreshes us. It is used as an energy drink. It is a divine herb. Divine herb means the native plant which grows on a mountain. It is one of the mainstay. Mainstay means depending. All the civilization people depends on the tea in order to lead their life. In India, tea is cultivated mainly in Assam. He has given the unique features means first in the beginning he didn't find a which he explained about the tea preparation. Even the cookery book which was meant in the beginning, it is not mentioned about the tea preparation, but it just gave the few instruction which gives no rule or most important points about the tea. Most of the people they depend on the civilization in their country, like his own country and Australia and New Zealand. Even though the tea is the center for them, still lack of mentioning about the tea, how it has to be prepared. So according to his own recipe, for the perfect tea, there are 11 golden points in that. There are also 2 points which are in general and 4 points which are controversial points. There are different kinds of tea. If you should prepare yourselves to Indian tea or Ceylonese tea, China tea also has quality, but it doesn't create any energy or truly admitting that not eat of China tea. It is highly economical and one can drink it without milk. It is not providing any enthusiasm or energy or positive refreshment. So everyone will say which is a nice cup of tea means it is always mentioned as India tea. So we just saw the golden rules. From that the first point, use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. Ceylonese tea leaves. Ceylon means Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka before it is known as Ceylon. Tea should be prepared in small quantities. For example, teapot made up of clay or ceramic. If you put in excessive quantity, it won't add any taste. While the army tea made in cauldron, a big vessel, but that tea which are also mixed with grease and whitewash, not giving any taste. So teapot should be made up of china or earthenware. Earthenware means clay pot. Different kinds of teapots, even the silver, enamel, and pewter. But all these are they won't give tasty. So we just prefer ourselves better in clay pot. Third one, teapot should be warmed on hob beforehand. Teapot should be warmed before using. You should not wash the teapot with hot water. Instead, you can warm it directly on the oven. Here, hob means stove. The fourth one, the tea should be strong. Tea must be strong. For example, if you take 1 liter of water, you should add 6 teaspoons of tea powder. But during the war, we can't have it like this tea with strong. But he is saying that the tea which is not in strong, you can better have water. Every year, the strong of the tea must be added. Fifth one, the tea should be poured into the pot. Tea powder must be prepared in teapot. In teapot and should not use any strainer to strain the tea powder. In some country, people will have strainer to strain it. It is not good for health. Better you can swallow some amount of tea powder. It is good for health. It will not create any disease or harm or effect. Fifth one, take the teapot to the kettle. Kettle means it is an electric vessel useful to boil. It is an electric vessel which is useful for boiling hot water or milk. Teapot must be taken nearest to the kettle. Other than that, it should not boil water first. Why means teapot must be ready after boiling water in the kettle. Pour in it so that the heat can't reduced, not the taste of the tea will be decreased. So immediately we have to pour the hot water. The seventh one, stir it gently. After preparing a tea, should be mixed or stir it up. Better take the teapot and shake it in to allow the tea leaves to be settled down. Eighth one, try to drink out in a cup to hold hotness. Teacup must be in cylindrical type. Why so means it can hold the heat of the tea. It can hold the heatness of the tea. Other than this, having any flat type of cup it will lose the heat. So the taste of the heat so the taste of the tea will be used. So that the author is advising us to use the cylindrical type of tea cup. Ninth point, pour the milk before using it for tea. You should remove the creamy of the milk which is lying on the upper of the milk. If you are not leaving it or if you are not removing the creamy, the tea will be sickly taste. It won't be good. The tenth one, tea must be served in a cup. In your tea cup, what need to pour first? First milk or tea powder. First you should pour the milk first. This is the controversial point. You're confusing yourself whether the milk want to pour first or tea powder want to mix first. So for that the author is saying there are so many Britain family they consider that in tea cup first they have to pour milk, but another argues that tea powder or tea powder in the sense tea decoctions. So it must be added first. Why means whatever the quantity in need of milk can be added afterwards. So tea powder must be added first. After that, we can pour the quantity of milk which in need of. If you take milk as a first, the tea quantity can be exceed. So better prepare yourselves first as a tea powder and then milk. So this point is still unanswerable. Drink without sugar or add salt or pepper. Serve it hot with love. Tea must be without sugar. Drink a tea like a Russian style adding sugar. If you can, better have tea without sugar. Only some people are taking tea without sugar. If you add sugar with the tea flavor has been changing. How can you have it like that? So better practice yourselves without adding sugar with the tea. Instead, you can add salt or pepper in it. If you add sugar with the tea, it is likely to be called as a drinking hot water with sugar as the same. Try drinking tea without sugar so that you won't wish to remove the flavor of tea by adding sugar. Not only these are controversial points, there are still more you can use to be useful for predictions, like arrival of visitors and feeding rabbits, healing burns, and sweeping the carpet. It is worth paying attention to such details. So make quite sure about those 11 points. In that, there are two more important points. Teapot should be warmed first and tea powder should be added as first. So these are very important 2 points. So it will give you a strong cup of tea. I hope you will understand the lesson. If you like it, subscribe my channel. My channel name is Step Up Learning with Lena. Thank you.